Hello.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Baltimore Central Live. Caller, can you name where you're calling from, please? Hello, caller?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Can you hear me?
You're jumping in and out, but now I can hear you. Can you name where you're calling from?
I can't hear you.
Caller,
Can you
can you
hear
name
me?
where you're calling from, please? Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you name where you're calling from? Okay, call dropped again. Don't worry, she's calling. And please, I'm sorry if the person called. Like I said, I'm doing the boards right now. I'm getting learning to these boards. As of right now, let me check our show schedule. So talk about Jovanni Patterson. The person will call back. Don't worry, the person will call back. Wait a minute. There's another caller. Hello, welcome to Baltimore Central Live. Can you name where you're calling from, please?
Hey. I think this is a very good show that you guys do. You guys seem like you have really good, you guys have people that talk very well, and I really enjoy the show. So, what do you exactly mean by a previous statement?
What previous statement I said, caller?
I forgot. But thanks.
Can you name where you're calling from, please? Hello, caller? I know the phone is in and out. I'm going to give you time to speak, Hello, caller? Sorry about your phone. Okay, you dropped again. Oh, boy. Yeah, like I said, Jovanni Patterson is not going to be with us today, but please look up his website. His website is his website is GP for Bmore.city. That is gpbmore.city. Please look up his Twitter page and everything else, and please spread the wealth and love. And please, you need new people in Baltimore to change Baltimore and shape Baltimore. But right now, I'm going to go with our weekly recap. We did a lot on the past in our weekly recap. Let me see what we did before then. We talked about discussion on teleportation. As Dr. Q talked about teleportation and how far can we go back in time, in how far we can do on teleportation. And I did my job announcements. And we do deal breaker or no. Several stuff we did were deal breakers. Others were not so much. Of course, with stories, we have stories that contain gay stuff in it. Thanks, Corey. But, we still can push through and still give a deal breaker or not. And we also did confidential confessions. Some of our confidential confessions explain to people that have lives that are needed of assistance and need of help, and also devil's advocate, which Dr. Q talks about his what should I say, who needs the ass whipping into Devil's Advocate, because he did take a long, helping, stinking WAP rant about his situation in Baltimore and what he thinks about it. But my favorite one of the past week was "What Would You Do?" The segment of situations of that are small time stuff, but it puts on the aspect of, what would you do if you was in this position? What would you do if you get caught up in a cheating argument? What would you do when your friend is basically kiss you in the mouth and ask you to be with him? What would you do if your a partner flirted too much and basically fit around you? What would you do? And when it comes to these situations and everything else, he gives my 2 cents above my 2 cents, and sometimes my 2 cents involves of me not knowing, me caring, but me not want to talk about it. Yes, I know it's hard sometimes when he basically shifts the thing to me. I'm like, oh God, why shift the thing to me, bruh? But it's good conversation nonetheless, and we have fun doing conversations. And I love how he puts me through a thinking chair and think about the times that I have to go through this and how I just imagine it was me doing situations. What should I do in these situations? What should I do during these times and if I'm stuck in this position that I have to go through? And hold on, I got another caller. Let me try this again. Hello, caller. Welcome to Baltimore Second Live. Can you name and where you're calling from, please?
Hello?
Hello? Do you hear me? I hear
must
you.
Be a problem. No, something must be wrong. I'm calling to listen in. I didn't hit the key.
Oh, okay. We listen in. Well, well, you press 1, so 1 means you're calling in.
I just came online. I don't know how I got into the queue. I just came online.
Well, I think, do you press 1 to speak to us?
No, I didn't press anything. I just pushed the number and I dialed the number and it sent me to the radio show, and I just put the phone to my ear. I was listening, and then you put me on blast.
That's okay. Well, welcome, and thank you for listening.
Okay.
Well, since you're here, do you any takes on the politics going on in Baltimore with the mayors and city council?
I don't see anything happening positive in Baltimore. I think everything is out of control.
Indeed. But the people that are you voting for on Super Tuesday on November the 3rd? Are you going to vote, or are you just going to sit back and just?
I don't like the parties.
So I don't like the parties.
It's like I don't like the parties. It's like a no-win situation. You don't want to vote for this one, you don't want to vote for that one, so you just stuck right in the middle. So I just don't. I'm not gonna vote at all.
You know what? You are 1,000 people that say the same thing. And truly, honestly, when it comes to this time, people don't know. The third party never gets mentioned in some of these races. The third party got some good candidates, but they never got mentioned. Only the 2 people that mentioned. I always said this, you don't want to vote for these 2 people, vote for the third party. At least they got
Right.
something going on.
Well, if you vote for a third party, that's like selling out, right? Because you're not sure about the third party, and you only voted for the third party because you didn't want the other two. So wouldn't it be a better choice than not to vote for anybody?
Well, yes, indeed. But sometimes you kind of like, indeed, yes, it's kind of like that. But you kind of like look and say, why I'm voting for these people, and also. And always, I hate when you go into the voting. There's always a word that says "other," and then you gotta write the person that you want to vote for. So when people do that, go in the vote and just write in their name or write something else in. So yes, and indeed. So I'm not going to vote. Like I said, I've voted for at least 18 years of my life. And with this stuff, it's very exhausting. So I'm not going to vote myself too. I'd rather see who won and whatever.
Mm-hmm. We just in terrible times. That's all. No.
Yes.
It's no. No leadership. It's no leadership.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's out for themselves, not out for Baltimore.
Right. Baltimore, it seems like it's just falling behind. Instead of moving forward, we're moving backwards because everything that was supposed to be to make it better is like the 10-degree turn.
Indeed.
And it's like the adults has lost control, and they have the children taking over. It's like the adults lost control, and you got children and immature people taking over.
Yes, there's that, and times are changing. It's like we're all falling behind with the times are changing. Back in the 90s, usually children are seen, not heard. Now this happens.
I feel that I see that we're going back into the prejudice state, where it's going to be a division.
Why is that?
Because we were moving forward where we was getting over a lot of hurdles. Now I see where a lot of prejudice is starting to become now with this, black on black, white on white. Take this down, take that down. Everything that was fought for is being taken away, and it's a division. It's becoming now a division. Even if you think about it, even with the coronavirus, they have a division. Oh, black people's giving it to the white people. Oh, it's a black disease, but in fact, it's a white disease. It's not a black disease because a lot of people that's had the coronavirus were white.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they started off, they didn't know any of the numbers. They were just saying, well, this person got the virus, this amount got the virus, this state got the virus, that state got the virus. And then when they started counting numbers, what happened to all the numbers of the other people that was unaccounted for? They don't know. So they started fresh. So with the fresh number, they come up with the African Americans is the one highly infected. But a lot of African Americans don't live in the county; they live in the city. So how could that be true if a lot of African Americans are being infected and we live in the city, but the county is the hardest hit? They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know the truth that it's a lot of Caucasians that's spreading the disease, not blacks.
Wow.
Well, I had is Dr. Johnson in? I had just tuned in, so I missed a lot of the show.
Well, in case if you missed it, Dr. Q is not going to be in for today and also the rest of the week because he's working and his time overlaps with his work and everything else. So since then, he will come in certain shows, but as of right now, I'm going to be substituting for him until he just jumps right in. So Yeah, don't
okay.
fret. Don't fret. It's not gonna be like, yeah. So don't fret. You will be back soon.